What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas holiday. I know that I did. Lots of good family time. So in today's video, I wanted to review a platform, a website, if you will, where you can find sales data on most, if not all, trading cards, and that is cardladder.com. Now, on cardladder.com, they say that you can track sales data on platforms such as eBay, Fanatics Collect, Golden, Heritage, and all of the other auction platforms, which I do believe a lot of these other ones cater to mostly sports cards. So I wanted to review the cost of the pro membership of this app and also what a pro membership entails and go through basically my subscription and everything that comes along with it. So here on cardladder.com, it says take the guesswork out of collecting with CardLadder Pro. Get the insights you need to make smarter investments and collect within your budget. So as you can see, there is a free version of this, but I was on the free version and it did not offer a whole lot. So the pro version is $15 per month. And that is a little bit pricey if you ask me. You do get a free 7-day trial to try it out, which I recommend doing before you subscribe to the pro version and actually start paying. But compared to other platforms that offer similar services, you know, card sales data and all that, Collects offers their pro membership at $9.99 a month. Collector Pro is only $4.99 per month, and they also offer similar benefits to CardLadder. So let's get on my CardLadder Pro dashboard so I can show you every single feature that comes with the Pro version. So first up, you have the dashboard here, and it has verified sales volumes, and this can be anything from the past 2 weeks all the way up to the past 4 years. It looks like the sales data begins somewhere around mid-2020, and I'm not quite sure who this is for. It's interesting data. It doesn't do much for me, but it shows you the sales volume pretty much each day. Like here, August 28th of 2022, they estimated 18.98 million in trading card sales. You have a daily sales recap where they put the total amount of sales they've added each day and the sales verified amount through certain platforms, through certain sellers. They verify these sales. And there's also the shop category here, ladder headlines. Like I said, this is interesting stuff, but it doesn't do a whole lot for me personally, the dashboard anyway. So we go to collection here. Now this is in conjunction with PSA's website. So if you go to the ad portion here, you can manually search for each card in your collection, you know, typing in the name, set, and all that. You can upload your CSV like through the PSA set registry. I can export a CSV and put it on here, or you can type in the graded card certifications of each of your cards if that's the way you want to do it as well. I was easily able to upload the CSV and put a part of my collection on here. So as you can see, this specific part of my collection is more vintage and a little bit more niche. You have my Charmanders that are of different languages, and they don't really have any sales data for them. They have like a generic value they put on it, but there's no real change in sales data for a lot of these cards because most of them are not modern cards. But we'll get to more of that here in a little bit. So if I go to this Japanese Charmander from the 20th anniversary, it gives you the estimated value. It does give you the population of the card, which is very cool and convenient. The slab cert, the date it was purchased, all that jazz, and it gives you a little bit of investment info as well. And like I said, you can span that out from the past 2 weeks all the way up for the past 4 years. And as you can see, this card took a big spike. It seems earlier this year, back in June, it spiked up to closer to $90 in value. So that's cool. I didn't know that until I just started making this video. So let's go to the sales history. Now for the sales history, you kind of have to type in the exact card you want sales history for. There's no generic search for Pokemon cards. If I pull up the filter here, you can search by price, by date. You can search by platform, so I can put on here like eBay, Fanatics Weekly, Golden, And then you can also search via auctions, fixed price, or best offer, or all. I always search auction. You know me in auction, so I always bank on the auction sales. But there doesn't seem to be a filter for Pokemon. You have to type in exactly what Pokemon card you're looking to get sales data on. So here we have the Moonbreon VMAX in PSA 10. There's always a bunch of sales data for that. So if I click on there, it shows you all the previous sales here on each platform. You got one here on eBay. Well, you got most of them on eBay, actually. So it shows you the last sold price of $1,925, the date it sold, the card ladder value, which is pretty much spot on with the most recent auction sale. Now, here's something I really like about this site. If you click on this little population tab right here, it shows you the population of this card for not only PSA, but Beckett, SGC, and CGC. For each of those grades, it shows you how many that are in each of those grades, and also the value of this card in each of those grades. So that's a very cool touch to this card ladder. I'm not sure if this is something like this is offered on the other apps, but I thought that was very cool, and I could see me getting some use out of that portion. So yeah, there is the sales history, and it shows you all the info you see right there, which is what you would expect from an app like this. Up next, we have the shop tab, and it basically, if you type in a card, let's say Pikachu with gray felt hat, here you have the Fanatics Vault in PSA 9, the Pikachu Van Gogh promo. So basically, type in a card, it shows you all the current prices for that card on various platforms, which is pretty cool. That's not unique to this app. I know that the Alt app also offers that. They track not only sales, but cards for sale on various platforms. So this is nothing unique to Card Ladder. And then here is probably my favorite part about Card Ladder. It's the ladder tab. So if let's say, search for the Moonbreon VMAX, you click on it, and you can search for this card not only as a PSA 10, but it's a black label, SGC 10, CGC 10, BGS 9.5, pretty much all the grades through all of the main grading companies to see the data of this card. That's a very cool touch. So if I search for this card as a CGC 10 Pristine, it shows me the last sale, which was for like $2,425, the last date that it sold, the value, and the little sales bar there showing how far it's come in the past few years. So yeah, this is probably my favorite part about this app, is this ladder section where you can see the sales across all of the grading platforms, or all the grading card companies in each grade. So that's very cool. However, it has to be a Pokestock. If you don't know what a Pokestock is, I kind of dub it as a card that has a lot of availability and you can get a lot of sales data from. Like this Moonbreon VMAX is selling multiple times a day, every day, various grades, all the time. So there's tons of sales data for a card like this, but the ladder portion of this app doesn't quite work as well on cards that have a significantly low pop. And I'm not sure any platform can really track or give you a comprehensive review on cards that only sell a couple times a year. It's just unrealistic to expect any app to really do that. So onto the showcase tab. All this pretty much is other users or other people's and their collections. So if you want to see, someone's collection that's on here, it's basically to show off your cards, right? That's all that is. Not of any interest to me, so I'm going to move on here. Here is the index tab, and like it says right there, it's kind of like the S&P 500 for all of the trading cards, and I'm not sure what this is supposed to do for anybody. You go down here, you got a ton of different categories, Pokemon, wrestling, hockey, you name it, it's on here. And these little numbers here, I'm not sure how you can really determine anything from them. So if I click on Pokemon here, it says the Pokemon market is up 4.59%. I don't know what that means. This is a very generalized number. I'm not sure what that's going to do for anybody, but it is interesting information showing you the index data for Pokemon, the sales volume there. So yeah, it's cool, but I don't think it's worth the price of admission. You know what I mean? That's not what I come here to do. If we go down here to players, and I think this is mostly for for sports cards, your LeBron James, Michael Jordans. But let's say I type in Charizard as a player. It's kind of cool. You click on Charizard, it shows you that there's 420 total cards. And it gives you, like I said, some rough values and sales volume of all the Charizard cards. So, once again, it's cool, but I wouldn't pay $15 a month for information like this. Onto your watch list, you pretty much just type in any card you want to keep an eye on in terms of value. Like I said, we got the Charizard from Skyridge here that's gone up quite a bit in the past few months. So you can kind of keep watch on that. That's all it is, just a watch list for cards that you're interested in watching. Not much else to really say. The compare feature is kind of cool. If I type in Pikachu with gray felt hat in PSA 10, it'll show me the trajectory from the past 3 months, which seems to be pretty accurate. Back in October, it was selling for a little over $200, and now it's up to about $500. Has the last sale of about 500. It gives you the population of almost 32,000, the market cap, so that's pretty interesting information as well, and it gives you a fairly comprehensive data point in how the percentage increase from the past 3 months. If I put it from the past year, it kind of goes like that. So that card kind of came out at around 400, dipped down to close to 200, and as of recently has skyrocketed to between $500 and $600. The feed feature here is just pretty much content creators. If I type in feed information for Pokemon, I think a majority of it is taken up by Master Pratt here. So yeah, you get the occasional somebody else there, but most of this is SM Pratt. He seems to have a monopoly on this tier tab, which is okay. He is the GOAT after all. And then finally, you have the industry tab, and it's just kind of like the dashboard tab. It shows you the monthly volume, the amount of money spent on cards and sealed product. And it also gives you a platform breakdown on eBay, Fanatics, Golden Alt, Pristine Auction. So that's very interesting there to see those numbers. And the daily volume, monthly sales count, daily sales count of transactions. So yeah, just very generalized information of the trading card market. Doesn't do anything for me. The best part about this app, I think, is the ladder, where you can basically look up the sales history of pretty much any card for the past 4 years, along with all of the graded data, all the graded card data and the values for each. I think that's a very cool touch. Now, this, like I said, this app cost $15 per month. I did acquire it through the PSA Platinum membership. I think it's the Platinum membership where it's, let me pull it up here. Yeah, it's $199 a year. So not only do you get to be in the collectors club at PSA and do bulk grading and get those monthly specials, but you also get the Card Ladder Pro for a year, and you also get $125 to spend on Fanatics Live. So that's how I justified getting this. So would I pay $15 a month or $150 a year to have this app by itself? No, I certainly would not. I don't think it's worth that. I think it might be worth it if you want to get a Collectors Club membership, which is included in the premium membership for $50 extra. It's not too bad. That's the only way I would get Card Ladder, is through the premium membership on PSA. I don't think it's worth $15 a month by itself. What do you think? Thank you for watching, folks. I hope I was able to impart some knowledge to you. I didn't really know much about Card Ladder. I was kind of looking up reviews on it, but I really didn't see any reviews related to Pokemon or just trading cards like that. So let me know what you think of Card Ladder. Is it a yay or a nay for you? And let me know what you think of the video. That's all I got. I'll catch you in my next one.